What changes have you seen in St. John's? They're on a pretty hot streak earlier.
I think part of it's 11 new guys and in a new system, and trying to figure out what Coach Pitino's expectations are and figuring out each other. And he saved some stuff for conference play that has showed its face now. Some different defensive looks that they did not use in non-conference play. So they've got a lot of versatility across that lineup, and they've become pretty good on both ends of the floor.
Matt, do you think St. John's kind of personifies the depth of the league this year from where they were last year to the start of the
I mean, you can't really compare a team to last year in this day and age because you can go get a whole new team. And that's what they did. I think Joel Soriano and maybe one other guy on the bench are the only two that were on the roster last year. So trying to compare a team from year to year in this day and age doesn't make a lot of sense. He brought in a whole new team, and he's pushing all the buttons right, all the right buttons right now because they're playing at a really high level. And they're only, they had the ball down 2 and inside of a minute and a half left at UConn. They're not far from being undefeated in the league.
You're really good. You're really good on the defensive glass. They're really good on the offensive glass. When you look at the potential chain reaction of what it can affect for each team, how big of a battle is that?
Well, it's huge, because we like to operate in transition. You can't operate transition unless you get a stop and a rebound. And they've just absolutely beat people up on the offensive glass. I think they lead the country in second chance points. So, not only do they chase them down, they're really efficient once they get that offensive rebound to turn it into points. So it'll be obviously they have our makeup isn't quite what theirs are. So, we're going to have to make sure we execute our blockouts and try to create some space and then, stick our nose in there and go get the ball.
Does coaching against Latino descendants like Kevin Willard over the years, does that help you prepare at all for what he brings on game night?
Nah, I don't think so. I think everybody's kind of their own person. And while there's some similarities, maybe to a few things that Coach Willard did, Coach Pitino obviously is a Hall of Famer. He's won really everywhere that he's been, and it's not surprising to see him doing what he's doing at St. John's.
A little feature on Trout. Does he bring maybe something different that people might not know watching the games? What do you like about it?
Yeah, I like everything about it. Number one, he's a great teammate, and just an awesome young guy. But his ability to shoot the basketball and stretch the defense has been huge for us in the early going, and he's learning the rest of it. Going through the Big East the first time is challenging. It's physical. It's very fast paced. Nothing comes easy, and he's learning that. And the learning curve is pretty steep right now. But it's good to see him have a few shots going at the ball the other night. I think he needed that.
How do you operate offensively with a team that sometimes will switch defenses in the middle of possession against you guys? How do you do that?
Yeah, you just can't get paralyzed by whatever they're doing. You just have to keep moving, and it's a little more difficult against a team like St. John's to run some set plays that go from A to B to C. You just have to move yourself and move the basketball, and then trust in each other to make plays. And as I said earlier, that's why the importance of a defensive rebounding is so critical, so that we can get out and operate in space before that defense is set.
Two more.
Kind of added excitement is it, just from a fan perspective of, having a Hall of Fame coach in the building for a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be fun for our fans. Obviously, we've had some great teams and great coaches come through there over the years, and he's another one to add to the list. His resume speaks for itself, and whatever it is, 7 or 8 Final Fours, whatever he's been to, and also a successful NBA coach. So, he's one of the best college basketball coaches to ever coach the game, and I think I'm not sure our fans will greet him with a lot of warmth and excitement on Saturday, and we're not exactly rolling out the red carpet from a weather perspective either. So we hope to make their stay in Omaha pretty miserable.
Thank you.
Thanks.